Jennifer Garner details navigating grief 7 months after death of her dad William Garner. 7 months after the actress shared the heartbreaking news that her father died at the age of 85, Jennifer appears on the Lipstick on the Rim podcast, where she shares how she copes with her grief and how it's important to lean on friends during difficult times. Jennifer Garner is keeping it real when it comes to her grief process.
My sisters and I will never be done talking about how
Of all people you know better than anyone that I don't. All
tragedy in the death of an 85-year-old man
got super
The 52-year-old, whose dad William, Bill, Garner died in late March at the age of 85, got candid about taking stock of her emotional state on a regular basis. We have to allow ourselves to not be perfect all the time, to not be in the mood all the time, to not be smiley. Jennifer shared on the Lipstick on the Rim podcast November 12. I give myself a lot of grace.
We have to allow ourselves to not be
Jennifer Garner's family has lost their patron.
really good at women, and I've wonderful, incredible.
I'm like, welp, I couldn't do it. This was not a day where I was all things to all people. So when podcast co-host Molly Sims, a close personal friend of the Alias star, noted that she is so positive, she set the record straight on why that isn't necessarily the case. Molly, you of all people know that I don't all the time, Jen corrected her. You kind of are where you are and you just have to find the friends who can handle that for you.
Sisters and me, such a secure, happy,
Was bursting into tears at a party thrown by the
choosing to honor their dad by remembering his gentle demeanor.
And
Think of how many times I showed up at your house and just started crying because you were safe. And you were somebody that I could do that with. That's nothing to be taken lightly. As for how Jennifer, who shares kids Violet, 18, Serafina, 15, and Samuel, 12, with ex Ben Affleck, handles her tough days, she had several tips. I'm a big believer in movement is medicine. You've gotta move sometimes to shift, she said. I'm happier when I push the blood through my veins.
Serafina and Samuel with ex Ben Affleck.
Card, which is such a dad thing to do. After he
My sisters and I will never be.
She also values her group of friends and support system. Being around people with whom you can laugh and who laugh at you, she said. I have really, really good women. I have wonderful, incredible women around me. Jennifer first announced her father's death in a heartfelt April Instagram post. We were with him, singing Amazing Grace as he left us. Did we carry him across or scare him away? Valid question. She wrote on Instagram April 1st, sharing photos of Bill throughout the years.
we have to allow ourselves to not be
Jennifer Garner's family has lost their patron.
really good at women.
While there is no tragedy in the death of an 85-year-old man who lived a healthy, wonderful life, I know grief is unavoidable, waiting around unexpected corners. She continued, for how he teased with a mischievous smile, and for the way he invented the role of all-in, ever-patient girl dad. We're grateful for his work ethic, leadership and faith. That's what we can say. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to this news office channel. We thank you all for your support. Wait for other artist news. Stay loyal to this. Thank you.
His gentle demeanor.
And that's not,
Bill's passing comes nearly 3 months after